Okay, so this is one thing. Well, today I'm not even gonna lie. Today I had a great day. Today, I only had one class, and that went really well. But also it was just the fact that I'm starting to realize now how precious people are. Like, I think all before I took a lot of people who care about me for granted, and I didn't really appreciate their company and all of that until last year when I was just alone, like alone. And when the whole fiasco that happened between me and my two best friends that happened, well, the thing that happened in my sophomore year, I still, even though I was going through a lot, I still didn't appreciate people's company because I felt like it was too much for me and I didn't need it and I can function by myself. And it took last year for me to realize that I can't do it. I can't function by myself. I can't survive, you know, just being around me all the time because I would drive myself crazy. So, like today, um, I felt like I was a lot more sociable today. I felt like um, I opened up more. I felt I I felt like I didn't come off as cold today, and that's a good thing. I want to continue to be positive and um, just to show my personality, just to show who I really am, instead of just hiding what it is. And it took me going to England to understand that, and to understand that um, it's okay to be hard on yourself, but it's not okay to be embarrassed about yourself. Well, no, let me back up. It's not okay to be hard on yourself. It's okay for you to be like, I think I need to work on this about myself or that about myself, but not to the point where you're constantly beating yourself up on one particular thing. Because for one, you're a human being. You're gonna screw up. You're gonna wish that you would have done this differently, but hey, that's life. And before, I was like, just like, why isn't this going the way? But I'm growing, I'm learning, and I feel like today was a milestone for me because I didn't hold myself back. I didn't, and I feel relieved. I feel relieved about it, and I feel like everything's gonna be okay. I'm just like right now, I'm taking 4 classes, and I feel like the way my classes are set up is so flexible. It's ridiculous. Like I made my schedule so flexible to the point where it's like, wow, because I get to have at least all of my Tuesdays and Thursdays to myself. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that's when most of my classes happen. I have 3 classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I have 1 class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so I can either do two things: throw away this given opportunity to better myself and to expand on what I am, which I think I'm already great because God made people great, but we have to discover our greatness because even though God made us great, a lot of times we don't see it because we base it off of what people think about us and and how we feel about ourselves. But it's not necessarily what people think about you. And you have to understand that you were created by a higher being, and he didn't have to make you. He didn't have to put you here. He didn't have to put breath in your body. He could have cut your life short. He could have not even thought about making you at all. He could have been like, no, I don't want her here. You're here for a reason. And that's when I went to England, that's what I figured out. Because a lot of times I felt like I was a mistake. I felt like as screwed up as I am, and compared to a lot of people, I know I'm not screwed up as some people, but at the same time, in terms of how I view myself, I felt like I was screwed up. So, but we're imperfect, and that's what's beautiful about being a human being. You're imperfect, and you're striving to do the best that you can in this imperfect world, in this imperfect body, with with as many evil things that are going on in the world today. You have to know how to stand your ground and to know who you are at the end of the day, and not let what anyone else thinks define you. If someone calls you an idiot, like one of my tutors from England called me, I could have. If someone calls you an idiot, you can either think it and be like, yeah, I think I'm an idiot. Or you can take that and be like, you know what, they're just misunderstood. Or you know what, maybe that's their way of coping with what's going on within them, within their selves, themselves, within themselves. And and furthermore, you're not an idiot. Like, if everything that you think affects everything that you do. If you think that you're an idiot, you're gonna have idiotic actions. If you think that you're smart, you're gonna have smart actions. If you think you're wise, you're gonna do wise things. Like, it's cause and effect. It's scientifically proven. Every action has a reaction. Ow! Ooh! I'm sorry, I hit my elbow on the table. But anyway, um, so yeah, that's pretty much that. And I'm just happy that today happened. That today I was me. I I was me. I didn't have to put on a show. I didn't have to cover anything up. And that's the beautiful thing. That is the most awesome thing about being you. It's the fact that it's raw. It's uncut. You don't have to. You can. That's your decision. You can cover up. You can hide and all of that and try to be at certain people's standards or whatever. You can do that. But it is so awesome to just to break all those boundaries that people want to create for you. It's such a crazy, exciting feeling to have that amount of power. As many people in this world that want to have control. As many people in this world that want to put you down. The ultimate revenge is being yourself, and to let go and just be whoever you want to be. And that's one of the other things, one of the other exciting things about being you, um is creating yourself. It's not necessarily finding yourself. I had to learn this. I had to find this out the hard way. People, they say, yeah, I'm still finding myself. You you're not gonna find yourself in this world, because in the Bible, see, this is a cool Bible, I know. In the Bible, and if I'm wrong, please somebody, because no lie, I haven't read the Bible in a while, but at least I'm honest about it. What I remember reading in the Bible, it says that we are not of this world, and that's the problem. That's what people get confused about. They try to conform to this world when you didn't come from this world. You, the world didn't create you. You came from God, and God is awesome, which means you're awesome. And which means that you're supposed to be doing awesome things in this world that the devil is trying to dominate. And from the looks of it, from like the news and whatnot, it seems to be working. But at the same time, you have to go against the grain. You have to go against what people say, think, do, all of that. You have to remember who you are, know who you are. And it's going to take time. I'm still learning me. I'm still learning me. You know, I'm young. I'm 21. I still don't know completely who I am. What am I capable of? But one thing I'm not going to be anymore. I refuse. I refuse to be ashamed of myself. No. Can't do it. I can't do that to myself anymore, because I've lost so many opportunities. I've lost so many friendships. I've lost so much. Oh my gosh, if I can only just take it back. But that's a part of learning. That's a part of growing. That's a part of being a human being. You're gonna make mistakes. You're just gonna be stupid. And that's all. That's learning, basically. You're gonna fall, but you can either make one or two choices. You can either fall and just lay there and let people walk over you and not say anything, or you can fall and get up. Or there's another option. Or you can trip and almost fall, but then catch yourself. Now, for those who caught that, you know, I at least try to do that. Like, I know I trip up sometimes, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But yes, I do. Whew, I try not to fall too much, because it seems like when you fall, it takes so much energy and so much effort to just get yourself back up. But that's what you gotta do. No one's gonna help you get up. Like, when we were babies, no one really, like, even though we were held by people's hands to help us walk, we had to get the strength to walk. You had to grow muscles, even though you're not a super baby, but anyway, you had to grow the muscles in order to walk. So basically, learning to walk is one of the greatest achievements a baby can do, because you learn that on your own, even though you have someone to guide you. And that's the thing. You gotta surround yourself with positive people. People who are willing to not only guide you, but to help you. Well, no, wait, that sounds so stupid. People who will not only be able to guide you, but not help, but someone who will guide you and be understanding. Because you can have someone who will try to guide you but not be understanding as to why certain things are difficult for you. You gotta have people that are understanding and be willing to help you. And that's pretty much it. I know this is a very, very long video, but just had to get that out there. So I hope the rest of you people have a wonderful day, just like I have, even though the weather is so dreary. It's been raining for like 4 days straight, and it's just not letting up. So, on that note, I am signing off. And until we meet again.